A praise, and it's kind of a cloudy, gray, cold, rainy, supposed to have been snowy day. Of course, this time of year, here in British Columbia, we don't expect much snow this time of year. But anyways, just wanted to share my praise for the day. And I titled this episode "On the Ground," and I put a little emoji there, the only one I could really find. But before I talk about that, I want to say that the other title that I was planning to give this episode was something like "A Father's Pain," or "The Pain of a Father." And as I consider, and as many of us consider, the situation in Ukraine, I can only think what pain it brings to the heart of God, our Father, as he sees his children, yes, his children, both Russian and Ukrainians, involved in this conflict. Some willingly, some not, and all sorts of political turmoil in the midst of all of this. And no matter what is happening, no matter who is causing it, no matter who is involved or who's not involved, it brings great pain to God's heart to see his children in conflict with one another. And the same is true on a local level, on a personal level. When God sees families that are at war with each other or feuding, friends, co-workers, all of this brings pain to God's heart. Just like it does to a parent who sees their children that are at odds with one another. The pain of a father's heart. And the reason I titled today's episode "On the Ground" is because God is on the ground in Ukraine. God is on the battle lines. He is at the front of the battle, and he is involved trying to bring peace, trying to bring healing. And we could go off and talk more and more about the word "trying" and what God is able to do. But I know God. I don't know how. I don't know when. I don't know where all this is going. But I know God is involved, and he is going to bring good in and out of this situation. And that's a lofty statement, and for some an insensitive statement. But let's realize that war is not something new to God. God has been involved with many wars in the past, and every time it brings him great pain as he sees his children at war. But he also is working to orchestrate something much larger, something much bigger. And so I praise God that he is on the ground in Ukraine, and he has not abandoned his people and his children, whether they acknowledge him as their children or not. He has not abandoned them. And so let's keep praying for Ukraine. Let's keep praying for this situation. And let's not say, well, why can't God just do more? Let's say, what can we do from here or from wherever we are to bring some peace, to bring some healing, to bring some aid to this tragic and this crisis situation. So God be with each of you, and let's do our part for Ukraine, for Russia, and let's do our part to bring healing in the relationships that we may be involved with where there is conflict. God bless.